We are live here at MELT, and you are not seeing my face at the moment because I'm getting ready to show you this amazing hot chocolate at the festival. We are doing Teller of Fortunes today. As soon as I get the drink settled on my um, table here, then I will get around, but we don't want to miss this. So get ready to set an intention, and we'll get this tour started. So we are in MELT. Cool little funky place today on Main Street. When I say little, I mean little. They have 6 chairs. This is going to be pretty amazing. So I've ordered it. They're timing it for me. They're working with me today. Here we go. Sorry, it's a little jiggly and up front. And like I said, I will turn it around pretty soon. I love all the disco balls in here. We are in the Riley Park neighborhood of Vancouver, which is basically Main Street around 33rd and Main. So we're just waiting for the Teller of Fortunes chocolate. I don't want to miss it on camera here. Hope your day is going well. And if you are in Vancouver, I hope you're enjoying our liquid sunshine. Beats the snow. It's bound to happen. It's being made right now. This is pretty cool. I'm excited. They warned me that sometimes it can pop right away. So I wanted to make sure I caught it all. Okay, thank you. We've got the fortune here. Awesome. And let me get a picture of this beauty. All right. Awesome. Thank you. And then it just, what do I do? Wait for it to just myself. Cool. All right. Excellent. That works well with my crowd. Thank you very much. Thanks so much. All right. Here we go. Get the camera set up. This is so cool. This is so sorry for the jiggly bits, but here we are. Settled. All right, so what I want you guys to do, can you see how cool this is? This is literally a bubble, and it comes with a little fortune, waffle fortune. So I want everybody to take a moment and think of something you'd like to set an intention for today. And we're going to pop it. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready? Let me count backwards from 3, 2, 1. Let's see what happens, okay? Set your intention. Think of something fabulous. We're going on a magical adventure. 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right, I'm gonna turn it around now. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. I'm loving this already. Give me a moment and I'll get this all turned around. Go back into settings. Yes. Tell me how I'm doing it because I like to talk things out. Facing front. Are you ready to see me? Going for a little kind of mystical, magical look today. Was that not just so cool? That was so funny. All right, let me get back in here. So hopefully it's not too noisy. We have terrible weather today. I mean, it's not like bad rainy, but like it is not fabulous. So here we are. switch over to comments here in case anybody leaves any for me so I can see the comments. All right. If you are here for the live event, do the hashtag live reports. If you're here for the replay, do hashtag replay. Oh, this is so yummy. So like I said, we are in the Riley Park neighborhood of Vancouver. Near this area, we have Matt Davis Stadium. We have Hillcrest Pool, which was built at the 2010 Olympics. I'm not sure that it was the pool, but I think it was like maybe like a practice pool or part of the whole legacy of the Olympics. And what's this in this? We're near Queen Elizabeth Park, not like right at the park, but the park is at 33rd and Cambie, which is probably about 6 blocks away from us. And not too far from that would be Van Dusen Gardens over at Oak, and I think 33rd, or maybe that's the hospital. How's everybody doing today? I hope we're all good. You're jumping on now. You'll have to go back and watch later. So we're doing the Teller of Fortunes hot chocolate, and it was amazing. It almost seemed to like have a camera to bring. Oh, I should have brought my little. Anyways, it literally looks like a fortune teller's globe, and then you pop it, and all this smoke comes off, and it's got this amazing smell, and it's like a dark chocolate, and it's so yummy. It's so good. I paid $17 for it. So all my fancy hot chocolates have been about $17. But this one is just so fun. We've got a little intention. So if you're going to go back and watch it, you want to have an intention to set at the beginning, a little moment, count backwards. And it's pretty fun. So because the weather is a little bit icky today, we're going to do a shorter bit of a walk outside, and this might be a shorter tour. I have a busy day today. I'll tell you about some of the stuff going on. So what I thought I would do, because this is the Teller of Fortunes, a little bit mystical. See, did I even dress the part today, or at least I think I do? Tell me if you think I dressed the part today. Apparently, if you want to be able to leave comments, you need to subscribe to your own or have your own channel on YouTube. But I actually just stream, like I have music on mine and stuff too. I mean, I know I'm a business and all that stuff, but I've always done YouTube for music because I love it. And so I think we just need to simply like start a channel. You don't have to do anything with it. You just have to start a channel and then you can drop comments. So here we are today doing the Teller of Fortunes. I was like, oh, we're going to have a magical, mystical hot chocolate at Melt on Main Street with me. How many words can we put in a sentence to begin with them? And it's like the perfect yucky weather to be like all mystical today. So I have my angel cards. And just for fun, for something different while I tell you about the neighborhood, I'm just going to shuffle the deck here. And sorry, clearing the previous energies so we don't mix it up. And I'm going to like shuffle the cards for a little minute or two, a couple of minutes. So I'll pick one for today. I'll read the definition as I go through the history of this area. Now, I love this area of Main Street. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I say I love every neighborhood of Vancouver. But truly, Main Street is it's a long street. You wouldn't walk all of it because it goes from like, well, a part of downtown where it starts, not a nice area. It's downtown east side, and it's pretty rugged. And you would probably go up to about Broadway in Maine and explore. You can get a day pass in Vancouver for like $11 or $11.50 or something. You could just take the bus up and down, and there's lots of cool things. We've got Lucy's Diner around 14th or 12th, and Maine. This area used to be known for antique stores, and still some, but that's not like the main purpose of it anymore. They've kind of moved on. There's other pockets, antiques, and I'll tell you, it's busy here today, and they don't, they did not expect it to be busy. They have one staff on here. It's like 10 people in here right now, and this is not a big place. I went for a swim this morning. I'm like getting ready for the tourism season, getting ready for Orlando and New Orleans for the Water Fest. So I'm going out doing a lot of walking. I was at the pool this morning at 9:30. And then I got myself coffee at McDonald's after, because that's where the bus stop is. And I rushed home, got myself changed, my swimsuit put away, and actually just called a Lyft ride because I was like, this weather, I'm not bringing an umbrella. People in Vancouver, real Vancouverites don't use umbrellas. And I headed out here. I wanted to be here nice and early to make sure that I could kind of chat with them, tell them what I was doing, and get my hot chocolate at a good time. And so it's kind of cool because we went along the same route as the number 33 bus that comes out here. And I think that's how I'm going to go home. So I'm just getting the deck ready, and then we'll pull a card and we'll see what kind of card we get today. Do you have anything you're working on manifesting in your life? I'm big on it. 2025 is going to be such a big year for me. When I go home today after the tour, I have a meeting at 4 o'clock. This is so exciting. I'm going to be part of an event for International Women's Day on Saturday, March 8th for the with the powerography. It's such a hard word for me to say. Powerography live conference. So I'm going to be speaking on something to do with being a catalyst for change, rebuilding the world with kindness and stuff. So yours truly is part of panel number 1 on March 8th, along with 5 other, I think it's 4 or 5 other fabulous women. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. It is $20 to attend the event. It is 2 days. There's a panel of men even on one day speaking. They brought in, because this is the big 5th anniversary event, they're bringing in speakers from days gone by or like years gone by. And some of them are friends of mine, actually. So I'm super excited for that. And I had to do, maybe you caught it, I had to do an audition video and get people to like it, share it, and all that good stuff. And I kind of did that last minute. And they had a record number of people who wanted to be involved, which is why they chose to do 58 speakers in 2 days. Now, we're not all speaking for half an hour. We're talking like a 15-minute bit. I'm first up in the morning. There will be lots of information. I'll post the link because I know you're all going to want to support this great event. $20. That's Canadian. So if you're American, it is $14 to sign up and hear 2 days worth of absolutely amazing speakers on a whole host of subjects, and maybe healers and all these coaches, and just you don't want to miss this event. So give me another minute or two here, and we're going to go ahead and pull a card. So the family that got this area named as the Riley Park neighborhood was the Riley family. And they owned some farmland in this area because a lot of Vancouver was farmland before it got built up into these little mini cities. And there was farmland here, and then they started one of their trolley streetcar lines that came through this neighborhood. And so people could get to and from the downtown core to the businesses downtown easier that way. And so eventually they started to build houses and have less farms. And speaking of farms, I'm so excited for this. I saw this on the women's, it's a BC Business Women's something Facebook. A lady posted that she getting a vegetable box of stuff from nearby farms that they can't send to the stores to be sold because they're slightly imperfect. And I get a small box of fresh vegetables every week for like $20 plus delivery. And it's different every week because it's kind of whatever they can't send to the stores. But when I sat down and went through my no frill store, it looked like it's at least $30 worth of fresh vegetables. um, for about $20. And you can choose to skip a week. Some people are doing it bi-weekly. I'm going to give it a try. So here we are. We're going to do one more little shuffle. My friends are going to pick a card and see what's going on here. I am secretly hoping the rain stops. If the rain lessens, then I'm going to take you guys outside for a walk. We should be able to do that in a few minutes. So here we go. I'm going to kind of go through the deck here, see which card I feel. I like this one. This is a good one. We talked about manifesting. We talked about like making 2025 a spectacular year. I know a lot of people in my life are anticipating having an absolutely amazing year this year. And I feel like this card is going to maybe inspire. So I pulled for all of us. Oh my gosh, it's even purple, and I'm in purple today. Even I went to put eyeliner on, and I didn't realize my eyeliner was purple. So there we go. Go for it. So this one says, your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path as it will take you very far indeed. So that's kind of cool. Then in the little book, it says, it goes through the same thing. And then it says, you drew this card as encouragement for the situation you're asking about. The angels reassure you of a positive outcome provided you continue to pour love and guided action into the situation. Additional meanings for this card can be, don't hesitate. Now is the right time. You're on the right path. The idea that you have is divinely inspired. The angels foresee a successful outcome. So there you go, a little bit of spirituality in today's tour. Thought I'd just mix it up a little. So I've got that coming up, the Empowerography on March 8th. On February 13th, I believe it. I think it's something like 2 in the afternoon. There's a 1 hour interview with Annette. Annette goes from going places virtually. I have to do the GPV, going places virtually. They are going to do an hour-long interview with me. And you're going to learn a lot. For those of you who haven't known me very long, maybe only a couple of years, we're going to delve into my early years and my teen years and a little bit of everything. You'll get to know me. You're going to hear about some new stuff. I am working on, and tell you, talk about inspiration. I am working on a whole bunch of tours that are all going to be posted in the next week or so that all the new people that are going to find me on Facebook from this, and I will post the link and everything, they'll be able to look and see all these tours I have all the way. I'm working on tours all the way up through like the end of May at this point, and I've got some fun stuff going on. Some of it may not have in-depth write-up because some of it is going to be kind of decided, figured out ahead, but without knowing some of or all of the details. But I'm going to let you figure that out later. So how are we all doing? Again, if you're catching this later, do hashtag replay. We've just done, for anybody coming in, we've just done the Teller of Fortunes. So it sat on this little black cup, and it was a big bubble, and you poke the bubble, and this smoke comes out, and it has that mystical smell. And I was like, wow, so like this was all so in tune with the universe today. I had a beautiful morning at the pool. I got in my Uber to come here, and the guy had like, there's like a smell, like you've been to New Orleans and you wandered through the French Quarter and you've been in and out of some of those like mystical kind of voodoo, Marie Laveau style kind of shops. And I don't mean like Hollywood voodoo, I mean like real voodoo, like manifesting voodoo and with colors and numbers and things. Um, there's like a certain smell to these shops in New Orleans. And I got in the car today to come here, and it was that same smell. Oh, it was so good. It's actually quite similar to if you use any of the sleepy products from Lush, it has a bit of that smell to it. Eating my fortune cookie. And so what else am I working on? Coming up, I'm probably going to head up to Squamish for a day. Yeah. Kind of pretend to be a tourist up there. Yeah, should be fun. I'll do a tour at some point. I capture lots of photos and do reels and all kinds of fun stuff. As soon as I'm done my hot chocolate, we are going to go walk around because it looks like the rain is kind of not too bad. It's kind of like, oh my goodness, it's like hot chocolate is not sweet. It's more like a dark chocolate in a savory kind of. It's perfect. Um, and again, for anyone watching or catching this later, there is something you would like to learn about Vancouver, or like a coffee shop you've heard about you want to see, or a neighborhood you'd like to explore, you can always hit me up, drop a comment, send me a private message. Um, and I will see. I can't make great promises, but I can see what I can do about maybe exploring an area for you. Or maybe it's already on my list and I just need to be nudged to do it a little sooner rather than later. Okay, so this hot chocolate was $17. The whole experience, would I do it again? Absolutely. The place is cool. The staff is amazing. The hot chocolate is delicious. And the whole fun part of being able to poke the bubble, you know, I get to go back and watch it again later. Um, you probably want to know about that too. So on February 25th, which is the Tuesday before Mardi Gras, I am doing a stories from Mardi Gras and king cake baking. Folks, it's found to be hilarious because I've never done a baking or cooking show before. So I'm going to teach you my favorite way to make a super easy king cake because they don't sell them here in Vancouver. Nope. There's not a market for it. Some people in New Orleans don't even know what a king cake is. So I'm going to get all the ingredients. You go check it out on YouTube under live. There's a write up for it. I believe it says somewhere the list of what you need to have if you're going to make it with me. And if you can't find the list, then just private message me and I'll send it to you. It's going to be probably about, depending on how the groceries are in your neighborhood, probably about 15, at least $20 worth of groceries to do it. And you need just a baking sheet. I use a pizza pan. I'm going to tell you the history of what Mardi Gras actually is. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Mardi Gras in Mobile. Remember, I was in Mobile back in the the fall. And I'm going to tell you stories. I have some funny stories from Mardi Gras, like funny. You're going to want to tune into that one. If not live, then definitely later once it's posted. And I have 2 more hot chocolate festival ones in different neighborhoods. And then Squamish is doing a hot chocolate festival, as is Victoria and Kelowna and Calgary. I think Victoria is. Yeah, Victoria, Calgary, Kelowna, Squamish, and Vancouver all now do them. So what else is in the area here? Down by Main and Broadway, there's a really good restaurant called Fable, and a whole bunch of us used to go there. Not a whole bunch. A few of us used to go there on a Friday morning payday from Rocky. And we go get breakfast. They have milkshakes, but it's like like 7 years ago, 6 years ago. And it's like 25 to $30 to go and have breakfast with a milkshake. But they do the best milkshakes in the city. Right, Amanda? I know you're watching at some point. I just realized I forgot to post a picture from the hot chocolate. We went for hot chocolates on Sunday, and I forgot to post my picture. Might have to do a collage of them at the end. So we are going to head out, my dear friends. We're going to go do a little walk. It looks like it's not too bad. There's some overhangs in the area. I am not going to get drenched, so that will be fine. I'm going to give them back their dishes here. They're enjoying this. I just wanted to be a little bit different today. And I mean, why not, right? Teller of fortunes, be a little mystical, magical, all the good stuff. Actually, yeah, here we go. Here's a piece of history. Queen Elizabeth Park once housed I don't know how to say it, a basalt, BASALT quarry used for, and it was, I guess the product was used for building roads in the early 1900s. So that was just around the corner down here. And so this is a really vibrant neighborhood. Not on a day like today, though. Very diverse area. And I was saying before that I really like it. And antique shops and stuff. It's also like between here and Broadway, there's a lot of quirky little shops. And a lot of really diverse dining. And that's more kind of what I wanted to show you, with kind of how different the restaurants are out here. And this was definitely a streetcar suburb in the early 20th century. And that, of course, like I said, helped shape this community. Definitely. I mean, I know I just say it all the time, Vancouver is a cultural melting pot, but this area in specific, I think, feels like it's kind of being so close to like where Chinatown is. Chinatown is down like close to, what do you want to say, like Maine and Cordova, Maine and Hastings. Maine and Hastings is the bad part of Vancouver. But in that area is where Chinatown is. That's where Hogan's Alley was. So that's where Jimi Hendrix's grandparents lived, where he spent his summers here in Vancouver. And the rest of Main Street is just all like little cultural restaurants, and sweet little spots and fun places. So let's go out, brave the elements, do a little bit of walking. And just give me a moment here to put my cards back away. I bought 2 packs of cards today. Wasn't sure which ones I was feeling. This one is called Everyday Spells. I found this one at Home Sense. And it's a really interesting little thing. Cute little, I saw the box first and was like, oh my God, Tiffany blue-ish almost, or teal, kind of like my company colors. And these are my very well used Angel Oracle cards. That's where I pulled our card, the Go For It card today. Give me a moment here to step away, turn my dishes, and we will head out for a little walk. And of course, it is a little bit chilly today. So we'll see how long I last. We started at 1:15. I miraculously started on time. I'm so proud of myself. Are you proud of me? I'm proud of me. Working on it. Me and my ADHD, spicy, salty, whatever brain sometimes really struggles with that. Today I was able to do it. And I don't know if it's because I had so many things on the go today. I had to be really on top of everything. It's the pool this morning, now the tour, and then after the tour, I get home and I have the meeting for Powerography at 4:00. Oh, so excited for that. It's going to be my first major speaking engagement, other than, of course, all of my fabulous tours that I do. So let me put my coat on. Let me put my cards away. Let me get this ready to go out in the elements. And we will get moving and shaking, my friends. I'm headed back to New Orleans the beginning of April. I'm actually going to start booking my tickets tomorrow. Super excited for that, of course. And I'm going to Orlando first. So we're going to do, at this point, I'm planning to do for sure a little tour of Disney Springs. And I'm going to go hang out with some alligators, but that's not on camera. And let me put on the little sparkly hat here. I got this one so that if I'm out walking in the dark, I can see the sparkle on my, you know, all about being safe. I like my whole little mystical look today. I hope so. Go. I gotta put my jacket on because it is cold out there. We're still sitting down around 2 during the day. It's morning's about 2 degrees Celsius, and up to about 6 Celsius during the day. They keep talking about snow this weekend. Snow in the mountains, yes. Snow in the city. Put my jacket on and my dishes away. We're gonna go for a walk. They do their own ice cream bars here. And let me tell you, London Fog ice cream, man, I am in. Lord, how many pairs of earphones can one person have? I charged everything up and then I took a different bag to the pool. So then I had my other ones, but I keep these ones attached to my bag so that I never leave without them. That's why I have 2 pairs. Oh, actually, no, the real reason I have 2 pairs is because I lost a pair. And then I bought a new pair and then I found the other pair, which is why I refused to buy a 3-hole punch because it's got to be somewhere in my house. All right, I need to go, my fabulous friend. And I'm going to flip the camera around just before we get going here. So here we go. Hold tight for a sec. Turn around. Go here. Sorry, my fingers are not. I'm going to say magnetic. I don't know if that's the right word or not. I was having problems with Lego yesterday. I would tap things and nothing would like function. Here is our little menu board. Avocados. Ooh, holy. Raspberry Earl Grey ice cream. That sounds delicious. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day. I think I convinced the barista to go get a job in tourism this year. So here we are on Main Street. This is 33rd. So there's a bus route that goes that way, 33rd. We have the bar method across the street. I used to do bar method when I first got diagnosed with diabetes. I was scared and I went out to try and do everything I could for exercise to find something I really liked. So I tried bar method, which is the ballet bar exercise. Totally not for me. I did yoga, which is okay. And I ended up coming back to the pool because that is more what I like. So just on the other side of where we were at Melt, not really much to look at the front side, so I didn't really stop. There's a little stadium market, and it's like a little vegetable produce stand, etc. We have your basic little general store type spot here. Oh my gosh, look at that little chair with the bear on it. So cute. And we'll walk for a couple of blocks, see what we can find today. I love these old buildings with all the little mini tile on it. We have the General Brock Elementary School across from us here. And my goodness, when I worked for the Vancouver Marathon Society, there there was a board of directors member who was, I think, I want to say she was a teacher at this elementary school. Never knew what it was until right in this moment. She might have been the principal, but I'm pretty sure she was a teacher. Main Street Physio. And I feel like the next block is maybe where we start to get into more of the restaurants. Matchstick is a popular small local coffee chain. The owners actually got into a bit of trouble a little while ago for not at this location, another one, for not treating their staff so nicely. Now, proudly serving Cardam's Donuts. Oh, this is a sad moment. I love Cardam's Donuts. They are so good. When we first opened our Lego store at Oak Ridge Center, the first year anniversary, one of our customers bought us two dozen Cardam's Donuts. And I think they are now about $36 for a dozen donuts. And they are beautiful and lovely and fabulous. Go there on your birthday and you get a free donut. And they are closing next month. After 14 fabulous years in business, they are closing. And I'm so sad about that. I went there last year on my birthday. I was starting to make a list, kind of formulate, see what I could do towards, I like to do kind of a birthday celebration tour. Ooh. I wonder if this is sweet tea or sweet Thea or sweet Taya Cafe, Bakery, and Coffee. I see cakes in the window that look very amazing. Can't really show you. I don't like to put the camera on people from the outside. I feel like it looks weird if I'm outside a venue and doing pictures. If the cakes were closer, I would have showed you. They're just tall, kind of, I want to say almost like a pillar cake. I don't even know if that's a thing. I might have just made that up for you. But they're pretty cool. Pretty, I mean, they're probably in any good bakery would see the same kind of cake. You know what I mean? They're tall. They're probably about 10-inch round, probably about 10 inches tall as well, or at least 8 inches tall. Ooh, this looks like an interesting store coming up here. Refined Retro Home Furnishings. I love, oh my gosh. Ooh, look at that old school globe. I was looking at globes yesterday. Where was I that I saw some? Cool, tiny little globe. I'd like to have one for my desk. I think that would be really fun. Interesting little shop here. I am obsessed with chairs. I like all the, oh my gosh, I had a high chair like that, but pretty sure mine was yellow. the chrome chairs, chrome legs and stuff. So I wonder if this is kind of like one of this shop's left over from when this used to be such a popular area to come antiquing. I once came up somewhere to this area when I first moved into my apartment in the West End. I had a little more space. And I came along here and we checked out a whole bunch of different places. I was looking for chrome chairs. I found some really cool ones, and we thought we could get all the paint off the legs. Somebody had painted the leg, and I was never able to get all the paint off. So I ended up actually just, I think, dropping them off somewhere like the Salvation Army. Giving gifts. I'll have to check that place out, see if they have a website later. Whew, it's a little bit chilly. Brecca Bakery and Cafe. These are all over Vancouver. They took over a lot of the old bread garden spots and the odd Dairy Queen or two. Okay, maybe it's in the next block. Good stuff is. I forgot to turn the heat down this morning when I left to go to the pool. When I came home, my place was pretty toasty. So I turned down the heat, but I didn't turn it off because I'm like, I'm probably going to get home from this tour today and be a little bit chilly. And sometimes if I get too chilly, I get tired and I crawl into bed to warm up, and then I lose my stamina and interest in getting anything done. So I am trying to stay productive today. Cute little shop across the way there, little Treasures Kids. Hair salons, nail salons, the usual. I have been reworking my budget a little bit this week. And because I need to pay for some business items, and I need to find that money from somewhere while I am waiting to go back to tourism season. So I've been working on doing a little, number crunching, cutting a few costs out. Not much, just a little bit. And quite proud of myself. I booked in a bunch of appointments at different schools, hair school, aesthetics. Of course, I already go to a new massage school that's closer and a little bit cheaper. And because it's closer, it actually knocks about potentially $3 just off my transit getting there for each appointment. Plus, it's about $5 cheaper per appointment. So saving myself $10 or more. Nestor's Market here. I usually find them to be very expensive and don't really like to go to them. Okay, it's easy to pop in for one or two things because it's in the neighborhood and maybe you need to pick something up to be able to finish making your dinner. But otherwise, no. And then, I did a stupid thing. I signed up for Chef's Plate last summer as an experiment. And it's not a good deal for me. And I thought I had skipped all the way to the end of February, but I hadn't. And I got a charge for their box for last week. So I called them and I'm like, look, I just can't do this with diabetes. It's not good for me. All the sugar and sauces and stuff, I can't do it. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is one of my favorite places. You might have to blow it up on your screen. Shays. And you can do it used to be $33. I think it's closer to $50 now. You go in and you order 3 appetizers to share, and it's like $50 for a plate. You do like wings and like, I don't know, whatever else, but there's a whole bunch of things you can choose from. And it's also just kind of cool. So if you need a spot on Main Street to go to, Shays is definitely it. Chaise. So, anyways, I called Chef's Plate. The best I could do is get 50% off my meals. And then I said that I wanted to cancel. So, this is it. Oh, this is the restaurant I love, 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 besides Shays. And so I thought they understood that I didn't want their boxes anymore. And the idiots sent me another box. So do me a favor. Do not ever sign up with Chef's Plate. They're basically just a bunch of used car salesmen. So I got shipped another box. I don't even like their menu and stuff. So I was pretty angry today. And you know what? I just don't feel like paying them right now. I told them I was canceling, so I wanted to make sure it was canceled from now on. Isn't this cool? So let's stop talking about stupid Chef's Plate. East is East. It's a chai lounge. When you come in, you get like a cup of chai tea. And you can do like, I want to say it's a tasting menu. I think both people have to agree to do it at the table, or all the people at the table. And you start by ordering like 3 or 4 items on the menu. And then after that, you can just order whatever you want. And it's, it's East is East. It's Eastern food, kind of like Middle Eastern. I don't even know. And I think for sure on the weekends, they have like cultural wise kind of like music, and you sit on these benches with pillows. Like, it is so cool. Like, it's just a great spot. Here we go. Popeyes, which of course I boycotted in Canada because they took red beans and rice off the menu. The whole freaking point of going to Popeyes is the red beans and rice. Goofballs. Here we go. Here's a little thrift store for cheap. Where vintage and modern fusion lives. I might need to come back at the end of this tour today. Somebody reading that there's a less antique shops now. Here, there's a vintage clothing off to the left here down the side street. Main Street Antiques. I don't know what they're talking about. There's still, maybe there's not as many as there used to be, but there's definitely still antique shops here. When I get my house in New Orleans, I'm going to be hitting up all the antique and thrift shops in the city. I've actually started researching where the best ones are. That's what I want in the back. You can't really see it, but in the very, very, very back, there's one of those like couches that's got the wood and the fabric. I don't know how to explain it. I'm terrible. It's a certain era. I feel like it's like 1930s or 1920s or something. Is that like a Barbie stove? But yeah, I want to have all old furniture in my New Orleans house. But like beautiful, not like crappy old furniture, like actual, like good stuff. And I would not be opposed to refinishing some of the chairs and recovering them. I saw one that was like they had painted all the wood part black. Nope. And They had recovered it. Ooh, wait a moment here. Afternoon tea and cafe. We know this girl likes her afternoon tea. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Afternoon tea. 48 and $50. That's not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Store this in my little spicy brain. Right next door is a beautiful blue door, just like my favorite color. A lot of little record shops along here. Three Dog Bakery. I feel like that's been here for like 1.5 billion years. Storehouse. I don't even know what that is. Polies, Las Tortas. Pizza Cafe. So many bakeries and cafes along here. Chickpea. I've heard that's a good spot. Calavera Mexican. Ooh, Calavera Mexican auction shop. I feel a visit coming on. Mm-hmm. Mexican coffee, anybody? I always love that about Texas. When you go to Texas, they do corn chips and guacamole. I love that. Another little cute little shop. I may have to come back and take a look around some of these stores. I'm not going to do it today because I keep forgetting, but not forgetting that I have that 4 o'clock meeting. Gaia Garden Herbals. All right. Artwork here kind of reminds me of the blue with the turtle. A little bit Joe Average. He just passed away a few months ago. So sad. Old dude here. I think the story on him, if I remember correctly, was that he's an artist. I think he really supported AIDS research and everything. And he did posters for the AIDS Walk and World AIDS Day. And of course, Vancouver was very groundbreaking here in the treatment and research on AIDS. And I actually used to work at the HIV and AIDS Research Lab at St. Paul's Hospital, the BC Center for Excellence. And that was quite an experience. Because you know what? Scientists are really fun. Oh, here's a store that's closing. That's a cool little neighborhood quality. Oh, sorry, they're going out of business. Lots of big things coming up too for Girl on the Bus Adventures. Adding a bunch of new products over the next month. And so excited about all the different ways I'm going to be able to serve people and help spread a little adventure, magic, and kindness around the world with helping you guys plan some pretty purposeful and amazing vacations in a variety of different ways. Oh, this is one of those kids' haircut places. I want the pink print. Oh my God, it's a pink princess car and it has Princess Tiana on it. We know how I feel about that. Okay, that's weird. They've got all these goods they're selling, but they're like out here in the soaking rain. I would not want to buy something that was like doused in rain repeatedly. If you're not from the Vancouver area, we have a whole lot of local chains in this area. The Juice Truck is one of them. Traffic is another one. We had Brecca. Oh yeah, Traffic to the right of Maine. to the right of the tree. Rocky Mountain Bread, Flatbread Company is coming up. Of course, we've got our blends coffee. Ooh, my fingertips are getting cold. We are going to have to wrap it up soon so I can go home and warm up and get ready for the next event on my day. Hope you're all enjoying this today. It's kind of a different tour for me. If you're just catching me for the first time, check out my other videos because I do a whole bunch of different things, different tours. Right now, I'm doing a series on the Hot Chocolate Festival, and I do a coffee shops and history walks tours. And then when I'm traveling, whatever is nearby me, like in Atlanta when I did Martin Luther King Jr. So if you're a Martin Luther King Jr. fan or a civil rights fan, then you might want to check out that one as well. It looks like Wolfpack. I feel like this is the choices market, probably. Maybe. I didn't spend a lot of time in these neighborhoods, but I'm up here enough. Honey Shop, I'm pretty sure they have one of those over at Shipyard District. Boiling Point, hot soup. See, I say Boiling Point, and I think, oh my gosh, it's like a seafood boil spot. No, it is not. Because we are now all the way down to King Ed, as they call it, King Edward. $20. Oh, I haven't seen one of these stores in a long time. All kinds of. We used to have let's say it was called Wonder Bucks over on Commercial. And it was actually kind of fun to go in and look around every now and then. Those are quality meats. Helen's Grill. I had guests once from the Lego store who said they went to this little diner and they really liked it. Where are we at? All right, it is 2:12, my friends. And I feel like, hang on a second here, because my fingers are starting to get cold. Camera. There we go. There we are. We're going to cross over. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me today, everybody. And my usual spiel as we get towards the end is going to be my tours are always free to join. Tips are always appreciated. You can do that through PayPal and also through buymeacoffee.com, Girl on the Bus. My PayPal is just my own personal one. And it's listed on my Facebook, on my link tree. All my links are everywhere. And it's a crazy little Day of the Dead car. Interesting. Know if we can get that in the shot there. It's a little bit hard to see right behind me, that car where the bus is just going by. The Day of the Dead car. All right. The other way to help support me is to share my tours on your Facebook, your Instagram, your social media. Let people know when my tours are coming up. Give them a day or two ahead. Or when I post them, you can repost them. Much appreciated. You're kind of doing yourselves or your friends a favor and letting them come and join in on the fun of my tours, seeing lots of Vancouver and other places. And my fingers are definitely cold now. All right, so at that point here, I am going to say goodbye. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the whole Teller of Fortunes. There is another hot chocolate festival tour coming up next week. I don't, off the top of my head, remember when it is. I have a lot of things going on, a lot of appointments and things booked, and tours, things going on, happening things. And so make sure you check on my page, check on my Facebook. You can always find everything through Facebook. And if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, then you'll get the notifications as well. So if you were here live, I hope you did hashtag live. And if you hit it on the replay, I hope you do hashtag replay. Thanks for tuning in. Have yourself a magical, magical rest of your day. And this is Co from Girl on a Bus Adventures signing out. Go be fabulous. Thank you.